shot. He scores! There you go! Vince Dunn with a bullet. Kakko in tight. He scores! Kakko sneaks it home on the short side.
The Kraken have hit the toughest part of their schedule down the stretch. 6 straight road games as they battle to stay in contention for a playoff spot. Welcome to kraken-home-ice. In this week's episode, we take a look at how Bobby McMahon has already been making a difference since the trade from Toronto. Plus, commuting with Coach. Lane Lambert talks about life in Seattle, golf, and lessons he's learned over the years on his drive to work. And the fans take the Climate Pledge Arena energy on the road. We catch up with the Kraken faithful who made the trip to Vancouver. On Saturday, the Kraken fell behind the Blue Jackets 3-0 in Columbus before they got it going. Kakko with a nice pass to Vince Dunn, and he rifles it home to get the Kraken on the board. It's 3-1 after 1. They cut the lead to 3-2 in the second period. Kraken on a power play. Kakko sneaks one inside the near post. But Columbus keeps the pressure on. Kent Johnson beats Joey Decord. Another tough one for the Kraken. They lose 5-2. The Kraken opened a 6-game road trip Thursday in Nashville. Ryan Ufko gets the puck up top and rifles one past goalie Joey Decord for a 1-0 lead midway through the first period. The Kraken counter in the final minutes of the period. Look at the passing on this play. Freddie Gaudreau starts it and ends it off a nice pass from Chandler Stevenson. That locks it up at 1-1. Preds on a power play midway through the second period, and it doesn't take long. Ryan O'Reilly out in front, and he bangs it home for a 2-1 lead. Stays that way till late in the game. Decord gets pulled. Philip Forsberg steals the puck from Stevenson and shoots it into the empty net. That does it. The Kraken lose 3-1. The Kraken had a tough time getting the puck out of their own end in the first period against Tampa on Tuesday. Ben Myers gives it up. Nikita Kucherov taps it past Philip Grubauer for a 2-0 lead. Second period, watch Matty Beniers reach up to keep the puck in the zone, then make a pass laying on the ice to set up McMahon. He scores to make it 3-1. Great individual effort by Beniers, and McMahon pays it off to get Seattle on the board. Midway through the period, Jared McCann works his way out front and then slings the puck past Andrei Vasilevsky to cut the lead to 3-2. Third period, the Lightning put it away. Anthony Cirelli knocks in the loose puck. Kucherov has a hat trick as the Kraken lose 6-2. The Kraken get a total team effort against the Florida Panthers on Sunday. Ben Myers is out front and deflects it in for a goal. Still in the first period, Kakko skates and tries to get it past the goalie twice. Berkeley Catton is there to clean it up. Seattle's third and fourth line playing well. Myers going for another goal. The puck hits the post, and Ryan Winterton is there. Right place, right time. Seattle's up 3-1 after 1. In the second, great move by Kakko. With the goalie out of position, he scores to make it 4-1. Third period, it's newcomer Bobby McMahon. All 6 of Seattle's goal scorers get at least 1 assist in the game. Seattle rolls 6-2.
Well done by you guys, Joey. Really good right off there. You played well. You made some good saves. Get into the game here. Can Freddie, Benny, Wintz, the way to get us going there.
Great effort all around. Freddie, Wintz, Benny, you're great. But I gotta go Benny.
Yeah, great weekend, boys. Keep stacking these points. Let's go.
Bobby McMahon has had quite the start for the Kraken since coming over in the trade with Toronto. He has 4 goals in his first 3 games with Seattle. The trade is already paying off. Bobby McMahon now has 23 goals and 15 assists so far this season. His previous season high was 20 goals and 14 assists in 74 games. Seattle seems to be a good fit for the forward.
You got an entirely new group, new organization, new fans. You want to make a great first impression.
There's a lot of speed, physicality, makes good plays, kept it, somewhat simple. As time goes on, you play more and more with the guy, you start to realize their tendencies, where they go on the ice, where, what they like to do with the puck. So, it's just you keep learning, but just a pretty good start.
More to come on Kraken Home Ice. Hockey isn't the only topic in which these players have expertise. In this week's shootout, we find out who knows the most about things like Star Wars, cats, and computers. Plus, car chats with Coach, how his love of both golf and hockey connects.
You know, as you do it more and more, just like the golf swing, it becomes a little bit more second nature and becomes a little easier.
Freddie Gaudreau is one of 4 NHL players who designed a mismatched pair of socks in honor of World Down Syndrome Day. Freddie's socks have symbols that celebrate outdoor activities, as well as the 3 arrows symbol that represents the 3 21st chromosomes that present in Down syndrome. Freddie says he was inspired by his nephew Noah, who has been a role model for him. Hockey season is a busy time for head coach Lane Lambert. And sometimes the best time to reflect is on the drive to work. Kraken VP of editorial Jeff Baker joined Lane on his commute to KCI. The pair talk Seattle commute, golf, and coaching.
Should be okay. I guess I could have started the car. Right? Okay.
All right. Now, how long does it take you to get in from here usually?
I don't know, like 20. If I leave before 7, it's funny, there's a 7 o'clock cutoff. If you leave before 7, you're there by 7:20, 7:25.
Have you gotten to meet the neighbors like at all? Or?
Oh yeah, we know our neighbors. They've been very helpful as well, because just different things throughout the neighborhood that you're maybe not aware of or not used to. And lots of trees, lots of leaves. Where do you put your leaves? How does that go? You know, you got to bag them this way or that way. And so they were very helpful and have been very helpful.
What do you do to relax? I mean, does this drive relax you at all?
Yeah, no, it gives you a little bit of time to just kind of think. You can feel playoff time coming, spring coming, because it's now light when you're going to the rink at the same time as when it was pitch dark in December and January. So, you know, there's this sort of light at the end of the tunnel, kind of, so to speak. But it gives you good time to just think, you know, what the day looks like, what you want to accomplish, all that kind of stuff. And then, you know, my biggest thing for relaxing, which I haven't and don't do a lot in the season, obviously, but every once in a while I'll get out to Inner Bay or whatever and hit golf balls, and you know, golf is kind of my relaxation time.
What is it about golf? Is it like shooting a puck in an empty net? Is it just like the action of hitting a, what do you like?
It's the competition, sort of the internal competition. Such a difficult sport, and doesn't seem like it should be. The ball is just sitting there. It's not moving, and you know, you can hit it whenever you want, and to have it go in the right spot is extremely challenging. So, you know, some days you have it, some days you don't. The interesting thing about it is that you can get too detailed or overthink. It's like anything else. It's like with our team and our players, with our systems and things like that. You know, there was a point in time probably early on where we were, you know, thinking too much maybe and not quite reacting. And, you know, as you do it more and more, just like the golf swing, it becomes a little bit more second nature and becomes a little easier. You know, as you go along and you do it more often or longer, you try to keep things a little bit more in perspective. I don't think I've changed too much from day one of coaching. Like your job is to, you know, help guys get better. We have a team this year, obviously, and you know, we have some young players in our team that we have to develop on the fly. And so us, myself, the staff, put a real good focus on that, and the staff has done a real good job in helping not only our younger players, but our older players, because I firmly believe that the older players can get better and continue to get better as well.
Did you ever think you'd be doing this when you were growing up, shooting pucks on the frozen rink that your dad helped turn on the lights for?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, because I don't know that I sit there but I do sit there and understand how grateful I am to be able to have done this. I don't think you can ever take that for granted. So I think that that's probably the biggest thing is it's not so much sit there and go, how did you get here, or whatever. It's just an appreciation for where you are, but it's also an understanding. And I just think that no matter what you're in or what you're doing or who you are, as long as you work hard and do the best at what you're doing, chips will fall where they may, and oftentimes they kind of fall in the right places. And that's kind of how, we talk about our team that way, and we talk about doing the right things consistently. And so, if you do that, you give yourself a chance to win every night, and you'll have success more often than you won't.
Hockey players know their sport like the back of their hand. But what about when it comes to other topics? In this week's shootout, we asked the players what's something they know more about than anyone else in the locker room.
Probably cats. I got 2 cats, JP and Georgie, just like tabby cats.
I'd say like flags of countries around the world. I have just weird niche knowledge about that for some reason. Just like what country goes, like what flag they have.
Gut health, probably computers. I built my own computer this summer, and I doubt any of the boys have.
I'm going to say theater because I don't think many guys are theater minors here, so I'm going to say that.
Probably golf clubs.
I've answered that a couple times recently, and I said Star Wars, so I'll stick to that. I grew up a fan, and might not be a ton of Star Wars fans on the team. Golden Retrievers and dominating Stevie in practice.
At home or away, Kraken fans will always be proud supporters of their team. Next on Kraken-home-ice, we catch up with the fans who made the recent trip to Vancouver.
I love that all these people who support the team that I love are here too.
We just travel so well to other cities. It's so amazing, so awesome.
Congratulations and good luck.
Mine are not sharp enough.
You know who loves it? He's got me humming. High blocker, yeah. Yeah, I have seen you doing that.
Thank you, Maz.
Out of my juice.
Get rid of all the snow here.
Build a snowman. Yeah, I'm going. Yep. Yeah. Stop smiling. I was just smiling at you.
Stay focused. Oh, yeah. Cart seat.
Get there. Watch out, jump.
As you gotta do. High blocker. Off, low blocker.
I got Foley.
Cart seat, move. Yeah. Nine. That's it. Cut. That's a cut. That's the best I can do today.
Kraken fans are known for bringing the energy at Climate Pledge Arena and making it one of the best places to play. But what about when the team is on the road? Brianna Vasquez took a quick trip up north and caught up with some fans in Vancouver.
I'm kind of impressed with how many Kraken fans are here. Like, I love that all these people who support the team that I love are here too.
It's so awesome to be able to come to games, especially as family.
The number of fans that come up here from Seattle is just awesome. It's amazing to see so many people that travel up.
Hockey Night in Canada brought Kraken fans to Vancouver. A quick trip across the border to cheer on their team, resulting in a momentum shift that is crucial at this point in the season.
For the shot, he scores!
I love just the atmosphere of being in the arena, cheering on, like everyone's cheering the same people.
You'd think it was just another game at Climate Pledge Arena.
We just travel so well to other cities. It's so amazing, so awesome. Just seeing so much of our colors in the crowd here is great. We definitely make a lot of noise, and I think that they definitely hear us down there when we're on the road. We travel very well, as Seattle fans do in all of our sports.
It was a drive worth it to show Seattle's support against its Canadian rivals.
Just for the day. Yeah, we're just up here celebrating birthday.
We made a whole kind of day trip weekend out of it. We're staying the night tonight.
Yeah, so I've been coming up here since college days when I was going to Western down in Bellingham. So it's super fun to come up here.
These loyal fans have been along since the beginning.
Kraken fans since day one, season ticket holder since day one. It's awesome. I mean, I just waited my whole life for an NHL franchise, and so when it finally happened, I was super excited.
Not quite that long, since the Kraken started.
Yeah, I went to home opener 2021, so I've been following them since franchise.
Yeah, ever since I became friends with her, so she's very long. So
We've been to many games this year, especially.
And they were all welcomed to Vancouver by one of the loudest and most welcoming Canucks fans. Crazy people.
You guys come up here, and I'm sure we want to beat everybody, but we really love that you're in the league. And I was telling you earlier, some of your fans even said, wow, Gaby, you made us feel welcome. And that's what we do here. We want you to have a good time. What do you say, me? Creating a positive experience for everybody. Okay.
Up ahead on Kraken-home-ice, we take a look at the growth of hockey across the state. From locally at the Kraken Community Iceplex to an ice rink tucked in the mountains of Winthrop. Tucked in the mountains of Winthrop, you'll find a patch of ice unique to Washington. It's the only uncovered outdoor ice rink in the state. It's a rink Katie Luthauser now calls home. She moved to Winthrop last year and immediately embedded herself in the local hockey community. She coaches U14 girls, plays recreationally, and even drives the Zamboni.
I'm Katie Luthauser, and we're in Winthrop, Washington at the Winthrop Ice Rink. When I moved out here, it was a way to get involved in the community. So I am a coach of some youth hockey here, the girls development program and the 14U, and I also play on the women's team. And I drive the Zamboni here. This is the first ever girls/women's tournament here in Winthrop. It's hard to not want to be involved in this place. Girls that have a desire to get into it, I think, ask friends if they're in hockey or the women that they're seeing playing hockey, how do I get to be a part of that? Just try it out. Go to an open skate, go to a stick and puck. It's just the energy is so good.
On any given day here at the Kraken Community Iceplex, you'll see kids and rec players of all ages on the ice practicing hockey. Kelly Hansen talked to David Min of the Kraken Youth Hockey Association about the sport's growth, especially here in Seattle.
Good shot, good shot. Hey, let's make sure Jaden works for it here. So instead of just being off to the side every single time, let's mix this in, getting in front.
So why do you think hockey has really grown the way that it has here in Seattle?
Well, first of all, it's an awesome logo, and we have an awesome facility, and all the things that kind of come with the professional side of it, and also the things that we work really hard internally, whether it's programming or experiences that we try to provide within the community. So we do specific things like road shows where we visit the 17 other youth hockey clubs in the state, and we try to help them with access to running Try Hockey for Free events and giving a little Kraken flavor to it, with field trips, ball hockey, and all the things that kind of come into our programming, I think makes a huge impact.
What can you tell people too that, I mean, you're here every day in and day out with these amazing professional athletes, and then you get to coach some up and coming athletes. So how is it just being around this atmosphere?
It's awesome, it's fun, and I'm lucky that I get to see the pure joy and fun and excitement the kids have, and they love Kraken. They look up to these players that play at Climate Pledge, and it's cool to see the kids have a goal and something to look forward to. Work on opening your hips, walk across, and sling.
I've been playing hockey since I was 5, so about 11 years now. I started out with just like skating, and then I made my way up to just playing hockey, and I've been playing ever since. I just love the travel and the commitment. Just like being here every day and play games, it's really fun, just practicing, and I mean, it's just a great community here.
It's cool to see not only their individual growth in the game that they love, but seeing the passion with Kraken specifically, and how it elevated their love for the sport.
I want to talk about women's sports too. We're seeing such a surge in young girls getting excited now with hockey. Do you think that's been since really the Torrent have hit the ice, or what can you tell me about that surge?
Yeah, no, it's the Torrent is taking girls hockey to a next level, right? And women's hockey and girls hockey have always been here, but the Torrent definitely is taking it to the next level. And there's a player on the Torrent, Mara Wagner, and it's so cool to see how she's paving the way and giving hope for these young girls that skated with her at some point or have seen her skate here to make it to that level.
It feels so cool because I'm just touching the same exact ice as other players that I want to become one day. I really love Hannah Murphy. She's my role model. I really want to be like her when I grow up. She's such a good goalie and she just blocks almost every single shot. My favorite thing about playing hockey is how it's taught me to be stronger and honestly a better person. It's not as scary as you think. Like, the puck can't hurt you. If you work really hard, you can do anything in hockey.
Perfect!
So David, how have you really seen hockey grow in the past few years?
It's exciting. It's awesome. In our building, from year one, we've started with around 70 players, which is about 6 youth teams. And then year 5, we now have close to 1,000, close to 45 teams. And not only that, there's so many different pathways that we provide, whether it's elite hockey, recreation, all girls. We have an extensive goalie program. Like, we're trying to provide every pathway possible. We're at the point where in our awesome facility of 3 sheets, we don't really have any more space anymore, it feels like. For those that grew up playing here, whether they played higher level of hockey or just adult league, like, just seeing people have bumper stickers of Seattle Kraken, or you go to the grocery stores and you see a Kraken hoodie. You never saw that, back in the day. And now I would say it's pretty normal. And I think that speaks volumes that people out there don't think of hockey as this unique sport in terms of like, I've never heard of it before. It's part of our city now.
Maybe some of the stars of tomorrow right there. As far as the stars of today, the Kraken continue their road trip Tuesday in Florida against the Panthers. They won't be back home until April 2nd against Utah. And that'll do it for this episode of Kraken Home Ice. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next week.